Okay, so moving on, in the previous lecture, as you all remember, we have learned what were the reasons for these national movements by those leaders formed organizations and how the British rules were oppressive for us and the formation of National Congress, the list of reasons which is mentioned, what is Arms Act, what is Vernacular Press Act, what is Ilbert Bill, all that we have seen in the previous lecture. Okay, so continuing with the same. Now, nation in the making. You have to means understand the headings also. Headings are also very important. That will make the idea of the content clear in the beginning itself. Nation in the making. So for that, you have to read from the page number 143 to page number 144. Have you the textbook with you now? Okay. A nation in the making. Is it visible to everyone? The textbook?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it has often been said that the Congress in the first 20 years was moderate as its objectives and methods. Moderate means you will come to know the meaning of this moderate word when we read the content. Means they are focusing on few points. They don't want to means rebel against, but they want to go it means all things should be documented. They want to go through all proper channels. That is the meaning of the moderate. So, what is their moderate way of approaching the British government and asking or demanding for the independence? Those ways we are calling them as moderate, and those which were following these ways are going to call them as moderators. Okay, so you will come to know very means as and when we will go through the content. It has often been said that the Congress in the first 20 years was moderate in its objectives and methods. During this period, it demanded a greater voice for Indians in the government and in the administration. So that was our first demand, correct? Though British government is ruling on us, but there is no such representation of Indians in that government. So we all were demanding that as you are ruling on us, there should be some representation for as Indians in the British government. It wanted the legislative councils to be made more representative, give more power, and introduced in the provinces where none existed. So this was their demand. And see how means according to the constitution or according to the rules set by, they are going according to those norms. They are not following any other way, no? Any violent way or any protest or anything, but they are just demanding whatever mentioned in the constitution. It demanded that Indians be placed in high positions in the government. For this purpose, it called for civil service examinations to be held in India and not just in London. Means at that time, all these civil service examination म्हणजे तुम्ही IPS, IAS, UPSC या एक्झाम्स ऐकलेल्या असतील तर ते आपल्याकडे कंडक्ट होतात आणि परवाच त्याचा आपल्याकडे रिझल्ट लागला पेपरमध्ये त्याचे रिझल्ट आले होते. तर ह्या ज्या एक्झाम्स असतात, these exams once you are passed, you are eligible to work in the government functioning as executives. So this is a very high ranked examination, very difficult to pass. तर ही एक्झाम आधी फक्त ब्रिटिशमध्ये ब्रिटनमध्ये फक्त ही कंडक्ट केली जात होती. ती इंडियात नव्हती. सो इंडियन काँग्रेस दे डिमांडेड दॅट ऑल दिस सिव्हिल सर्व्हिस एक्झामिनेशन्स टू बी हेल्ड इन इंडिया so that we will have our representation in the government, correct? The demand of the Indianization of the administration was part of a movement against the racism, since most important jobs at that time were monopolized by white officials, and the British generally assumed that Indians could not be given positions of the responsibility. So this was their thinking. So those exams only conducted in Britain, not in India, because they were thinking Indians were not capable of handling those responsibilities, all those higher positions in the government, all those offices. So this was not allowed in India. So Indian Congress was demanding for these exams. Since British officers were sending a major part of their last salaries home, Indianization, it was hoped, would also reduce the drain of wealth to England. म्हणजे आपलाच पैसा बाहेर जात होता, कारण ते आपल्याच पैशातनं त्यांना सॅलरी मिळत होती आणि ते सॅलरी ते त्यांच्या मायदेशी पाठवत होते. So our Indian money was going outside India. So this way also we can stop once our own Indians, they are educated, they will be in the government, they will get the salary and that money will remain with ourselves. Other demands include the separation of the judiciary from the executive, the repeal of the Arms Act, and the freedom of speech and expression. So, if you go through all these paragraphs, so what were the demands of those moderates? So, first demand was they want the participation in the government, so that for that they want to get conducted all those civil service in that, so Indians could have a representation in the government. Then they want to separate the judiciary from the executive. So these were, and the repeal of the Arms Act and the freedom of speech and expression. These are the demands of moderates. Repeal, they have given us the meaning over here, to undo law, to officially end the validity of something such as law. Okay. The early Congress also raised a number of economic issues. It declared the British rule had led to poverty and famines, increased in the land revenue, had impoverished peasants and zamindars, and exports of grains to Europe had created food shortage. म्हणजे हा पण एक आपल्याकडे प्रॉब्लेम होता की नाही, अलॉंग विथ अवर मनी विच वॉज गोइंग आउटसाइड द कंट्री, इट इज ऑल्सो द ग्रेन्स क्रॉप्स which is also exporting to the European countries. So that way also we are losing our revenue. We are having famines in India. We were having food shortages in India. So these are all the problems. The Congress demanded reduction of revenue, cut in military expenditure, and more funds for irrigation. It passed many resolutions on the salt tax, treatment of Indian laborers abroad, and the sufferings of forest dwellers caused by an interfering forest administration. या इतक्या एरियाजमध्ये आपल्याकडे तेव्हा प्रॉब्लेम होते. सो मॉडरेट्स वेअर डिमांडिंग ऑल दीज चेंजेस in all these fields. Okay. All this shows that despite being a body of educated elite, the Congress did not talk only on behalf of professional groups, zamindars or industrialists. म्हणजे या काँग्रेसमधले मेंबर कोण होते? ऑल वेअर एलिट्स, ऑल वेअर हायली क्वालिफाईड, ऑल वेअर हायली एज्युकेटेड, but they did not talk only on behalf of professional groups, but they talk on behalf of zamindars and industrialists. The moderate leaders wanted to develop public awareness about the unjust nature of British rule. They published newspapers, wrote articles, and showed how British rule was leading to the economic ruin of the country. Means it was taking all our revenues, all our resources outside the country, which is causing the poverty in India, and because of which Indians were suffering. They criticized British rule in their speeches and sent representatives to different parts of the country to mobilize public opinion. म्हणजे हा अवेअरनेस लोकांमध्ये आणायचा होता की आपल्याला कशा पद्धतीने हे ब्रिटिश ट्रीट करतायत आणि आपलं कशा पद्धतीने इथे आपल्यावर अत्याचार होत आहेत, जुलूम होत आहेत. सो फॉर दॅट व्हॉट दे डिड, they asked their leaders, or they asked their supporters, or they asked their means leaders spread this uh, spread this the ruling of the British throughout the country and make people aware about it and get the people aware about these things. They felt that British had respect for the ideals of freedom and justice, and so they would accept the just demands of Indians. What was necessary, therefore, was to express these demands and make government aware of the feelings of the Indians. So this way, by getting public opinion, by asking their leaders to spread the idea of independence, to spread the idea of nationalism throughout the country, and to make people aware about the problems faced, and to tackle this and to get independent, all these were the beginning stages of getting it from British. So this is all first. So I will come back to the PPT. So this we have read. Now, okay. After the 1857 unrest, many political associations came into being to give definition to who the unrest was on behalf of. Many pan-region associations figured that it was for the people of the entire region. Correct, isn't it? Do you agree with this? The association were formed by educated Indians, some of whom had been to the Western world and seen how things operate there. So we were calling them as elites or educated people. The associations were formed by educated Indians, some of whom had been to the Western world and seen how things operate there. One such association formed was the Indian National Congress with Dadabhai Nauroji at the helm of affairs. So he was the founder of that. So he is also the educated one who was living in London. He has seen the outside world. It is in its early days, the Indian National Congress was not very aggressive in the demands from the British. They did not demand complete independence. So this line, last line. They did not complete independence. This is very important sentence. Huh? So that makes the difference between moderates and radicals. You know what they demanded instead. They demanded that there should be civil service examinations. There should be the representation in the offices. Then there should be a control on the flowing of money outside the country. Then there should not be means export of food grains and all to be controlled. So there should not be food shortages. Then there should be less expenditure on military campaigns. All these they were demanding, but they were not demanding complete independence. So this line you have to remember it very well. Then they were more interested in doing away the racism and classism against Indians. Their demands include things such as a large role of Indians in the government with Indians in higher positions, legislative councils to have more people that represented the people who lived in the region. So that in short, the representation. Okay. Legislative councils in that area did not have them so far. Civil exams were conducted in India so that more Indians could take the exam, which allowed them to be a part of the government. Undoing of oppressive laws against freedom of speech, possession of arms, etc. of locals, and reduction in levies and taxes. So these are all the demands of Indian National Congress. So this way they are going according to the government policies, you can say. So they are all moderates. Reduction in military expenditure, making more funds available for irrigation, better treatment of Indian labor abroad, better treatment of forest dwellers who were suffering at the hands of the forest administration. So these are the demands. In addition, the Indian National Congress created awareness about the unacceptability of British oppression. Do remember this awareness was important because the locals were used to being oppressed by higher caste and richer nobility. So this way, for that what they did, they asked their leaders, they asked their supporters to spread the word across the country. Correct? This awareness was created through speeches, newspapers, etc., banking on the fact that the British government was a democracy. The hope was that they would respect the Indians' need for democratic ways too.
If you like our videos, do share them and subscribe to our channel. If you want awesome quizzes, write to us. Keep watching and keep learning with Walnut.